did a couple videos and didn't talk too much. So I figured whoever was watching kind of knew what was going on and you could just watch with him. But this is somebody that wants to try a bib like I did on my ice bike. So on my ice bike, I have bib mooses in it. I don't want to worry about flat tires. Flat tires ruin your whole day, especially on the ice. This is a 19 Moto Z. It's a 110 90 19. Mine was a 120 100 18. Um, I had to kind of finagle a different moose in here, but it worked. Well, I mean, it's not mounted yet, but you can see the moose is in there. It's not above the thing. We're gonna see if this works. I've never done a 19. This will be the third one that I've ever done. Um, but the person that's having this done has rode with me, and they said they don't see anything weird with my bike. No one's rode my bike yet, but um, it's working. Um, I'm not the fastest guy in the world. The person I'm riding with is not the fastest person in the world, but I would say that we're both competitive. I would say he's actually faster than I am. I'm very new to this. But anyways, what I'm getting at is like, man, if these mooses work in here and I can help people out and extend your day, and there's nothing worse than trying to go ride with whoever you're riding with and they get a flat tire and now their day's shot. But we're gonna try to get this sucker on here. Once again, you can use whatever you want. I'm using this. I know some people are against. I don't like some people are. I don't know. They just they don't want to lube it up. I don't know. I put as much on there as I can. Don't want any friction. So here we go. We're gonna try to mount this 19. Like I said, it's the first time doing it. This might not work. I don't know. This is all experimental stuff. But like I said, my buddy. Oh, and I have one in the front and one in the rear. A lot of people I was talking to thought I only had one in the rear. I have one up front and in the rear. So this is for ice riding. Oh, and this tire is got some miles on it. I think it's going to be easier to mount. Brand new ice tires are kind of a pain. Yep. And by no means am I claiming to be a professional in any of this or whatnot. This is all new to me. I'm just trying to make it so there's less chances of me not being able to ride. I mean, isn't that the goal? You also want to go out there and have fun and ride, racing, riding, whatever you may be doing. The goal is just to be able to ride. You know, you don't want to go out there and I don't know, spend your time effing around with your bike. I mean, that's not. Oh, yeah, this is going on. This is going on pretty good. As long as we get it to beat up, I am be pretty happy. Yeah. So if anybody's watched my last video, you can tell this is going on a little bit easier. I don't think it's because of the bib, the moose bib, the foam insert. If you're not familiar, it's essentially a foam insert. I don't think it's too small, but the hardest part, one of the hardest parts is getting this rim lock. Getting this rim lock, because you're essentially putting this tire together with full air pressure, and I think the normal boost is like maybe like 12, 15 psi, but um these these ice tires, they've got some of them got dual liners in them. So you're most likely, and I don't know how to tell. Maybe there's somebody smart enough out there. It's like, hey, you got this gauge. You can get this gauge, put it, gets the tire. But we're guessing we're getting them around 20. I've talked to some people that have a lot more knowledge into like motorcycle racing than me, and just just more knowledgeable. I'm kind of a goober. I just get on shit and ride it.
like with suspension, I try my best to figure out suspension, but like, I don't know, I don't know, I've got suspension work done that's way above my riding ability, and I'm like, I guess it's better, you know. And there's certain things I can feel or whatever, but like with this tire, you know, I asked everybody that was following me, like, hey, does it look like my bike's acting funny? Does it look weird? You know, did you notice something? And you know, everybody's like, oh no, it looks great, man. You know, it looks like it's working and this and that. So, I mean, I'm not a good test pilot per se, you know. I guess I'm a good test pilot if it's completely experimental and you're worried that it's gonna explode, because I'll be like, yeah, fuck yeah, put me in it. But I'm not a good test pilot far as like hey, do you feel any different? It's like, yeah, I guess it's a little bit better. I don't know if anybody's wondered yet, but I've been lucky enough not to get one of these tire irons to the crotch hole per se. I'm waiting. I'm like way more worried about this tire than I was mine. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't want to fuck my tire up, but you know, we're talking, for anybody that's watching this that doesn't know, this set of these tires can cost $900. You know, yeah. So there's that. I really don't like. I'm gonna let that bead slip back off. I hate the bead lock's like the hardest part, especially with an ice tire and a bib moose. So like I said, it's stiffer. It's stiffer than it would be. It's stiffer than it would be if I was doing an off-road tire. So you gotta be able to push that bead lock in, and then you gotta be able to spoon it on, and you don't want to, you fucking break the bead. And some of these, ice tires, they've been on and off so many times. Yeah. So like, you could break a bead. Like mine was brand new. A little harder, not brand new, but very, very few miles. I got it, and I think I got like one good winter out of it. And I know, somebody might say, that's why I don't ride on ice. Because, we get shitty winters. Yeah, well, we do. You can also travel. I mean, we travel to go trail riding. So, just do it. It took me years and years to buy an ice tire because of, I don't know, that mentality. And man, am I so glad I did. Like, it's so much fun. I just don't even know how to describe it. So, I'm pushing the bead in, or the rim lock in with these two tire irons, kind of like if you, we're clapping the spoons together, like actual eating spoons. my rough. And I want to make sure I get that under there, because with a moose tube, if you don't have a bead lock in there, the tire will literally spin on the rim. It's just different. Now see, what I'm doing here is I'm going around with this Rabaconda here. I don't know if you can see it, Rabaconda. And I'm pushing the bead down a little bit. Trying to get it a little bit lower. Get that in there. I tell you what, the person that owns this, I texted him, I said, hey man, I said, The moose I got won't work. I'm gonna put a heavy duty tube in there. They texted me. I didn't look yet because I found this one in my garage. I'm like, fuck yeah. So the real reason I'm excited about this and the person I'm riding with, he's been riding on air. And like I said, I'm not a good tester. I'm like, fucking, it moves, it goes, it's fucking fun, you know? If adversity shows its face, I just go, okay, well, I'll work through this, you know? You know, that's, I guess that was, being in the military for 5 years, you know? Being a Marine, you don't sit there and, you know, you adapt and overcome, you know? Don't go out there and beat yourself up because you're not as fast as you think you should, or your bike's not working as good as it should. You're out there. Anyways, okay, so the next issue I can have is getting this to beat up. So he put an air valve in it because you can do some stuff and whatnot, but it's even hard to do that. Well, I had to take the air valve out because I didn't think I had a moose. I should have waited, but I didn't. I got in a hurry. So, look at that. And also, even if the bead's not like even all the way around, if you ride this and get going, it'll kind of out. So this one went on extremely, extremely well. You can bounce them too. So with the nice tire, obviously, I don't want to bounce it on the concrete or whatever. I don't want to fuck up the studs. I think we get a little bit overly absurd with our wraps and shit, like not wanting to drive out in the dirt and in the parking lot. Like, none of us are, well, some of us. If you're winning $5 grand at a championship, fuck yeah. But if you're just trying to have a good time, have a good time. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to pop this baby out. I know I'm doing a live video, so I'm not gonna pause it, but you can kind of see high bead there. Bead's kind of lower down here. I'm gonna put it back on the stand. I'm gonna start my air compressor. It's gonna get super loud in here. So earlier I was talking, I didn't realize my speaker was connected, so I might have said a bunch of stuff that nobody could hear earlier. I apologize for that. But I'm gonna attempt to, oh my God, they're fucking heavy. And then this tire isn't even as heavy as like the old style Kendas. Like they weigh 6 billion pounds. There's so many studs in them. For us guys riding dirty ice or whatever you want to say. I think we think that the more knobby tire works better. There's still some, whatever. Each to their own poison, I suppose. But So the rim lock. So what I should have did was I should have did it, but I didn't. You can put duct tape or like electrical tape instead of a rim strip, because you don't really need a rim strip with a moose tube because the moose tube's not gonna go flat. So if for whatever reason this starts to work and take off, and more people want it done, I'll be doing more of that. You know, I'll try to do that. Yeah, this isn't gonna bend down the way that I want it to. But you can put the tape on it, and then that'll seal your spokes up, and then you only have to worry about the rim lock. So if it's got to be popped onto the bead, it will it'll seal it, because right now there's a bunch of air coming out of the bead. So yeah. So what I'm gonna try to do is, and I don't know if this is gonna do any good or not. I am going to put a copper washer with like a valve stem washer. It's like a, I don't know, that'd be conical, like a conical washer. And then all I'm going to do is tighten the nut down, because the inside diameter of that conical washer might fold that around there. Probably a 12. Don't you hate working in a messy garage? It's like the worst. Or like your shit's not all in the same spot because you were doing something. As mine is right now. Can't find a ratchet. But also I only have like 1 3/8 ratchet. But that's okay. I hope I can get this to beat up. I guess if it doesn't work, I'll leave it up to the person I'm doing this for. If I can't get it to beat up, I would suggest just going out on the ice. This might work, actually. This might work. I've never done this, so this is all new. I'm trying. I've put O-rings and shit before. Oh. Oh, yeah. I like the party. So, the noise you heard, I think it's a Honda rim, so it's got like, I don't know, multiple holes in it. I don't know why Honda does that. But anyways, this little thing blew out. That's all it was. I put my finger over it. You're not, like, I can hold the pressure. That's how little air pressure you need to get that to do that. And then once it's on there, it stays on there. So, let's see. So I'm going to put this back in there, right here. Just this little thing. I'm going to put this back in there. And then I'm just going to put my thumb over it while I air it up. Because it looks good, but I just want to, it's not mine. So. Turn off my air compressor. Oh, and shout out to a buddy of mine, Terry Skinner. He asked me why I didn't talk in my last video, so I decided to talk in this one. if anybody has any input, you know, if you want me to shut my effing mouth, I'll shut my effing mouth. You want me to talk more? I'll talk more. So anyways, that's kind of hard to see, but you can see that's all. That beat it up. Clean it up a little bit. I mean, if you were worried about the bead coming off too, just put 2 rim locks in it. It's not hard. Put another rim lock in it. That's all. Oh, and also, if you're doing it for somebody you ride with, make sure you well oil their brake disc. So in that way they blow the first corner and, you know, hopefully then you can beat them all day. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking this is good. Get this out of the way. I'm gonna put it on the floor. Just gonna push down on the tire. I just wanna, like I said, this is a little bit different operation. I just wanna see how soft it is. I mean, I think that's good. I mean, yeah. I like it. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, if there's anybody out there, oh, or maybe they don't even want to say anything because they're already doing it and nobody's like wanting to give out the information. And I'm not that way. I don't know. If somebody's already doing something like this, I'd be curious because like, I honestly don't understand why nobody's done this. Like, I know there's people who be like, you want to adjust your air pressure and shit, but like I said, like, you're out there to have fun. So if you could just not worry about this and just put a moose tube in it, go run, ride it all winter long, and just not worry about it, or you could adjust your air pressure 5 pounds one way or the other to get just that little bit more, because maybe you slip or you want, you know, I'm assuming you're going to want more grip, maybe you want less, I don't know, but wouldn't it make you a better rider for adjusting to the conditions if you're not constantly doing the, you know, adjusting your bike for fun? I mean, if you're a pro, I guess that's a different story, but yeah, here we go. So I will try to get back on here. I hate typing and I suck at spelling, so I'll probably do another video where I describe what happened. Sunday we're supposed to be riding. Oh yeah, and if anybody wants to ride Sunday, we ride at a place over in Kingston, Marlette area or whatever. Just shoot me a text if you have my phone number. If you don't have my phone number, just hit me up on Facebook Messenger or something. Yeah, but check it out, man. We're gonna see how this works for this guy. He's been on air. He's been on air the whole time, and I'm hoping this works out for him because yeah, you know, I can make a little bit of extra cash installing these things, and that way people can fucking just ride, man. Just ride. Just fucking ride. All right, later.